Irwin here from Pink Buckaroo Designs, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about our Baker's Box Thinlit collection. Today is February 2016, February the 10th, 2016, and this week until through the following Monday, this is on sale. It normally is $33. It's on sale for $24.75. It's a great deal because all the Thinlits in the collection are really good. I wanted to show you how I use them and point out a couple of little things you may not have known about it. So check it out. If you're on YouTube, hop back over to my blog. There's a link there for this Thinlit collection. And if you get it by February 15th, 2016, you can get it for the discounted price. This is the main Thinlit that makes the box, which I'm going to show you today. Looks like this. It's perfect for holding a cupcake, which I think is really good because cupcakes sometimes are really hard. You don't know what to put them in. But I've also put candy and other things in there. So this is the main one. You need two. You need to cut out two of these when you're going to make the box. It also comes with these other ones. These three are for making a hole in the little tab at the top. So you could do two dots, you could do this one, or you could do a big long one. I've decided to use a clip today, but these are great. And when you're cutting them out, you can even place it in there and cut it all at the same time if you're using your magnetic plate. Always, it's good to have words in your Thinlit collection, and this one says yum. So of course, if you're gonna put a cupcake or a treat in there, perfect. And then it has two of these little key tags, and we're gonna use the large one today. And it also has a sunburst or a starburst, however you wanna say it. And we're using that today, as well as this cute little heart. So we're gonna use these three as well as the big Baker's Box. And I'm using, let me show you one more time, the Shine On designer series paper from the Occasions catalog. I like it because it's thick. Regular designer series paper is thinner. It's, you know, it's pattern paper, it's thin, and it would not make a good box. But this is made out of craft paper, so it makes a really sturdy box. Your regular cardstock would work well making these boxes as well. So I chose, for this one over here, I did the little leafy pattern, and this one I chose the polka dot pattern. This is my favorite pattern in the whole set. I am obsessed right now with green and navy, that Kelly green and navy. This is Cucumber Crush, and our blue is called Night of Navy. I'm seeing it everywhere. It's very springish, and so I keep gravitating to that color combination. But you can see it also has a shimmery pattern on the back. So there's 6 different patterns in the package. So, but I chose the polka dot. It's my favorite. I'm kind of hoarding it. I don't want to use it all because I love it so much. Now, when you're assembling a box that has this craft feel, I recommend using either a liquid adhesive or a tear and tape. I'm kind of messy with my liquid adhesive, and it does require dry time, and I'm out of my tear and tape, unfortunately. So I'm going to use Fast Fuse today. Fast Fuse is a great adhesive, but I just find that for the craft finishes, I prefer the other two. Now I put Fast Fuse on these 2 end tabs, and I'm going to lay these over just like that. Okay, now I'm going to fold these 2 in, and I'm going to put adhesive on them as well. I'm getting my Fast Fuse out of the lines. I didn't want to use it on this, but that's okay. It will work just fine. All right, so we're going to fold those in, and then we're going to fold this in half over here where those tabs went in behind, and we're going to lay this down. It should make a perfect fit with it laid down. And we're going to push down on those seams where you put your adhesive so that it's nice and sticky. And then go ahead and burnish all the other score lines, especially when you're using craft cardstock or craft anything. They're really stiff, stiffer than even the regular cardstock. So you want to make sure you get in all these lines. And this one right here in the middle, do both ways so that it'll pop in place. You'll see in a minute when we get this going. And when I made my other one, I forgot to do these. So work on these lines, if I can get them to fold right. Either way, if you can get them to fold in or out, it's going to help you get this box popped together quickly. All right, let's see if I can finish this up so I can show you how to assemble this box. All right, I think we're good. Now, down here at the bottom, it's designed to go together like this. The two inside, and then these two clasp together just like that, okay? But you're gonna need some adhesive on this. It's not gonna hold together without adhesive. So I put my adhesive there on the sides. Go inside, make sure your box is square. Push those in, then come over here and do a little bit more. And if you want to overlap these like it's designed to do, you can. Just like that. But remember, with this craft, you really need to use a lot of adhesive. Be generous with your adhesive. All right, so there we have it, the bottom, and the sides pinch in. And you're gonna kind of have to reach in and pop out those sides. All right, once you get all this finagled, it will just pop in place. There we go. See how that is? It's like a fat milk carton to me. I think it looks kind of like a milk carton. All right, so like I told you, you could cut holes with those framelits, do the holes or the big one or the long one, and tie ribbon together. But I decided to use my favorite little clothespin. They're so cute. So I'm just gonna hold mine together with a clothespin. Okay, let's make the tag. I'm using this stamp set, Watercolor Wings. Last spring, this was our most popular set, so you might already have it. If not, it's available in the annual catalog, and it makes beautiful butterflies. And I'm gonna make a small one, and I'm just using this stamp and this stamp. You can make endless combinations of butterflies when you're using the stamp set. It's just absolutely beautiful. All right, so first I'm starting with my Marina Mist. And I'm going to use the full solid image butterfly. And I'm going to stamp it on Whisper White. And then I'm going to use the Night of Navy with the, oops, that's the wrong one, with the inside little kind of holy image, kind of has holes in it. I'm going to stamp that right over just like that. Now you could take that third one and put it on there, but I found that I really liked it just with those two colors. Now there is a little body, but I have found that I need to cut it out first to know exactly where that the little body of the butterfly goes. So we're gonna get the Big Shot and we're gonna line up all these little pieces we need for our tag at one time. You definitely want your magnetic platform when you're doing this. And you're gonna put your butterfly and your butterfly Thinlit that matches. I have a link on my blog post with all of these supplies if you need to see exactly where they are. So hop back over to my blog. We're going to get a piece of Night of Navy, and this is the large tag Thinlit that comes in the Baker's Box Thinlit collection. And then our Cucumber Crush with the little sunburst or starburst. I don't know what it's called. What do you guys call it? Sunburst? I don't know. I just call it cute. All right, and a little heart. We're gonna put that on Dazzling Diamonds Glimmer Paper. Look, I can do them all in one swoop. I love it. All right, put your plate on top and roll it through. If you hear that snapping, popping noise, that's normal. All right, let's pop all these out. We've got our green. We've got our little shimmery heart. We've got our navy. And last, our butterfly, and it cut it out beautifully. All right, a little tip when you are done, take your Thinlits off the paper, because I cannot tell you how many times I have dug this out of the trash. I throw them away, you guys. I've had to order them again because I've lost them, and it's because I leave them stuck to the paper, because you really, you can't see that. So make sure you take that off immediately. Don't be like me. Don't make that mistake. All right, so now let's come back in with the little body. And you can stamp it just right there in the middle. And you know what? It's not even necessary, honestly, because you're only going to see a little tiny bit of it. But I went ahead and did it for you guys. All right, with a glue dot, I'm going to add my little heart, my shimmery heart. And then my favorite dimensionals. And we're going to put this on top of the Cucumber Crush, cute starburst, and then this one with another dimensional on top of the tag. I just love lots of dimension, and dimensionals really just, I don't know, makes things look a little bit better than when they're all flat. Kind of puff up his wings. Now the last thing, I decided it needed a little bit of white so that it would stand out against the box. So I've just used my 2-inch circle punch and punched a 2-inch circle. And when I put this on here, I'm going to put it so that it's up high, and you're only going to see the bottom part of the circle like that. So you don't see that top part. I found the 2.5-inch circle was a little bit too big. And we're going to put this over here on our clothespin, just like that. So let's get another dimensional. I'm down to the edges, having to tear them off, but I like the edges. I like when they're skinny too. All right, put that right there. And then I have made a seam binding Night of Navy bow. Just put it on your glue dot, pull it right off, and stick it right there at the top of your tag. And then put your cupcake in there, close it up, and add the clothespin. I like the clothespin because then they don't have to tear into it to get to it. They can really preserve the box if they wanted to use it again. All right, so remember this Baker's Box Thinlit collection. All of those Thinlits that I showed you at the beginning are on sale for $24.75 US, and it's only good through February 15th. And if you watch this video after that time, you can still get it at the regular price of $33. All right, here are the projects once again. Make sure you hop back to my blog for all the details. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.